Such a beautiful night here in Tennessee. So much on the line. An unexpected pole sitter in AJ Allmendinger. Plenty of playoff drivers up front. It's Bristol, baby, and it's time to bring the action. Good start, AJ Allmendinger. Here comes Ty Gibbs. Really promising stuff from the JGR driver in that Monster Energy Camry.
Right now, it's not as big of a decision because everybody's just locked to the bottom of the racetrack. But as it changes, it'll get more difficult.
Oh, look how good that 54 is. Oh, a little shot to Allmendinger.
Gives AJ a little shove out of the way and says, I'm coming through. Sicker sitting in second. And the 54 for Joe Gibbs Racing goes to the lead. By the way, this is off the back of a really nicely constructed race a week ago by Ty Gibbs, who went from 21st to 10th. Now he leads the race here in Bristol. 51 laps to go in the Bass Pro Shops night race, and a problem, a significant problem for Josh Berry, Kim.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Fire on the right front. They told him to adjust his brake fans. The crew ready on the wall as he tries to make his way down pit road if he can get here.
Yeah, and I mean, he can't see where he's going with the smoke in the cockpit. We talk about the tires wearing out, but not only is it all the way around the top of the racetrack, but it also fills the right front rocker panel. Look at this.
Fire rate first, and then the tires. Fire rate first. Road crew, fire rate.
So let's see exactly how they go about this, how they plan on putting this fire out, whether they use a fire extinguisher in the vents, and if Josh Berry can even stay in the race car.
He can't see. He couldn't see well enough to get it in the box. He just wants to get out. He just needs to get out.
He's going to have to get out. I mean, look at the smoke pouring out of the back window. There's no way Josh can breathe in this situation.
It has been a troublesome and problematic playoffs for Josh Berry, unfortunately. Oh, look at him. He has felt the full effects of that smoke inhalation. When you can't see and you can't breathe and you've got all that smoke in the cockpit, that is not a pleasant situation for Josh Berry. And unfortunately, for the driver who entered 16th and in the final position as a playoff driver, his playoff hopes are now dashed.
Dave Austin Cindric asked, say, listen, exactly what Steve mentioned a moment ago. Tell me what pace I need to run on these tires. And then Brian Wilson made a very interesting observation. He said, based on the amount of tires we have left, we're going to need at least 55 laps per set for what we have left. You see Denny Hamlin as well coming to pit road, and he said, we are way too tight as Hamlin has to push back in his stall and now get centered in the stall. He told Chris Gadd, we're way too tight for this kind of race, Kim.
And Christopher Bell, one of those drivers that fell a lap down during all of that cycling. Crew Chief Adam Stevens said, thinking Superman, so we'll see what that means in terms of your call. In terms of the balance, though, just needs to be a tick freer, he said, mid through corner exit, so he'll make his way all the way around to the front stretch where his box is. The crew will wait for him as he comes to a stop. Still 10 away for Christopher Bell.
So on that inside line is William Byron, and it's Joe Gibbs Racing's Ty Gibbs, who gets a great restart. Zane Smith there on the outside in that white, blue and yellow car for Front Row Motorsports. The 38 gets to second place pretty swiftly. Byron's going to try and argue that. Chris Buescher, who's won this Bristol race before, sits fourth in the orange and black car.
Have his work go on board with Bubba Wallace and the Toyota onboard.
Running sixth at the moment.
6 is great. Lead lap in 6. I would say we aren't trying to pass anyone. At this point, we're just settling in.
Oh, Alex Bowman around in the 48. One of those drivers on the wrong side of the cut line.
And like that, Briscoe should receive the free pass and get back on the lead lap.
Alex Bowman was running 20th. 1 lap down. He was able to get going, so he did not get lapped there.
See what happens. Everybody's kind of running the same speed at this point, I think. Not a lot of tire conservation.
Oh, just contact. He's on the bottom of the racetrack, and like the 35, Riley just kind of squeezed him down in there.
All right, the field is approaching the Echo Park Automotive restart zone, and it's going to be Ty Gibbs with Zane Smith on his inside. That Monster Energy Toyota Camry took off beautifully, but Zane Smith is right there with him. William Byron got a little high, and Buescher is on the attack. Oh, Gibbs. He's like, I'm being nice.
Open to Bass Power with the 992 after the 12, so he's going to be wide.
Oh, there he goes. That's a move.
I'm being nice. I've been nudging you. I may have to push you. Here comes Ryan Blaney, and Blaney goes around the outside of Gibbs. He's got fresher tires, takes the lead, but for how much longer? Gibbs got his nose back in front. Final lap brought to you by Credit One Bank. This is good stuff. And it's only the opening stage. To the line, and it's Ryan Blaney. And Marty, we've just received a report that Kyle Larson was too fast entering. So we'll receive a penalty for that as well.
We've also saw, though, you saw the graphic that he has officially advanced with his points.
So too, the 23 of Bubba Wallace. We were talking about him not long ago. It's been a positive start to the evening here in Bristol, and he will go through to the round of 12. Here we go. Stage 2 as they enter the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. Let's get back to it here in Bristol. And Bubba Wallace gives Ty Gibbs a big old shove. They leave Zane Smith, and Bubba Wallace sweeps right around the outside. Straight into the lead of this race.
Hit your pace.
The yellow guy was spinning down the front.
Caution is out, and it's for Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
McDowell spun around as well.
Ricky ran really well in qualifying yesterday. Was running well in this race.
Eric Jones as well. This reminds me of like a 1996 Darlington race when Ward Burton drove off the front of the field.
Let's have a look. Focusing on Stenhouse.
Oh boy.
Riley Herbst, there's contact from the rear. Stenhouse goes into Van Gisbergen. What happens to Jones and
it's
to
backwards on the bottom already.
Coming up to the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. Another great restart from Ty Gibbs. It's Armendinger and Wallace fighting over second. Zane Smith is next one. And then William Byron in the 24. Elliott is way up high and just getting swamped. But further up the field, it's Carson Hocevar. And this is how he got there, by Alex Bowman.
He's got a little bit fresher tire. Alex Bowman being very disciplined. Alex needs to get to the end of this stage. He pitted earlier than Hocevar and Gibbs did by about 10 laps. So that means Alex Bowman, he's going to have to be very easy on these tires. I'm worried about him a little bit, Steve. The Hendrick cars seem like they can't go as far on these tires as other people.
All over Carson Hocevar, who is all over Chase Briscoe, threatening to put Briscoe down. A lap change to the race leader. Ty Gibbs is back in front.
That's a maturity of the driver of the 77. He knows the outside is not where he wants to be. He just concedes the position.
See, Nemechek, just a few laps ago, we saw him up there battling in the top 5. They had a problem on pit road. Now he is lapped.
That's the Southern 500 winner ahead of him in Chase Briscoe.
And what you have to do if you're Ty Gibbs, you cannot give the bottom up on corner exit. You have to know that the 77 of Hocevar, the second you give the bottom up, oh, we got to spin, SVG.
Van Gisbergen in the Wendy's entry for Trackhouse.
You're rolling, you're rolling. Stay on track.
And spinning the wheels a little bit on the inside was Ty Gibbs. He was ready to get that launch. Now he's got that inside run. He's got fresher tires than Ricky Stenhouse. And away goes Gibbs.
Stenhouse is in trouble right here. He's got to try to get to the bottom of the racetrack. I think they're just saving a set of tires. I think that they knew they were in trouble. They just didn't want to put a set of tires on him.
Look at Blaney. Blaney on the inside of Alex Bowman.
I was wondering how he was going to do it from that position. Well, he proved us how to do it, showed us how to do it, shoved the 47 out of the way, and he rockets to second.
Can young Ty get the upper hand on Blaney this time round? 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Think about the determination inside the helmet, inside the cockpit of the 54. Monster Energy Toyota. He got denied at stage 1. Ty Gibbs wins stage 2. Nicely done.
Good job, Ty. Get him.
I mean, there's a long list of guys that really need a win.
Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone, we're in there, and Gibbs has done such a great job of restarting here tonight. Stage 3 underway. Chris Buescher around the outside. And what has happened to Alex Bowman? He just got swamped. Zane Smith is there. Chase Briscoe's there. Here comes Bell.
Same thing happened to Chase Elliott earlier. Another Hendrick car that does not take off on old tires. You wonder if he had the same issue, like the front tires didn't work, Jeff. He drove up into the middle lane. Nice job that everybody got by, but positions lost.
Yellow, yellow. Rad fan on, rad fan on.
Caution is out, and it's for Shane Van Gisbergen again. Well, let's go. We're not in overtime in this race just yet, but we are back to green. And Ty Gibbs, another stellar restart, but he's being pressed by his teammate. Oh, look at that, Briscoe right around the outside. We were singing the praises of Briscoe, how he's methodically worked his way up through the field, and he just flew right around the outside of his teammate.
And all they're doing is pushing each other into running harder than they were supposed to be.
In the race line. Oh, the spin in the back.
Cole Custer.
Get back rolling here.
Toe link broken on the right rear. It's got a mind of its own. You know the famous Mike Tyson quote, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Well, everybody at Bristol has a plan until you get hit in the bumper. Then you decide to lose your mind and try to push and run harder. Let's see. Oh, Ty Dillon straight up the hill.
Well, he was kind of in a tough spot there. He had the 67 of Corey Heim. He wasn't sure if he was going to be 3 wide.
It's Busher alongside, but then you've got the teammates front to back. Bell spun the tyres there and allowed Chase Briscoe to get away. Now he puts the pressure on Busher. Busher's able to hold that low line, keep his second spot as Briscoe disappears. And this has been a phenomenal playoff so far for Toyota-powered cars. Toyota's led more than 700 laps in these 3 playoff races so far. The next closest is Chevrolet, not even 120, as Noah Gragson runs into some issue.
Going the rush
said his
front
name
center
once tonight.
Yeah.
Rusty Rush, I saw him this morning, longtime supporter.
Yeah,
It was Stewart Haas Racing. Now he's moved with Noah over to front row.
He's running 30th at the time. Let's get to that restart zone and go. Bell wants a second shot at Chris Busher. But Busher's got that preferred inside line. Bell's way up high, and he loses 1 spot. Blaney's going to have an inside run at him here.
And Bubba Wallace is in a tough spot right here, beating on the door of the 17.
Yeah, he thought he was just easily passing, and Busher said nope. Now he's putting the bumper to him.
Trying to sneak his way through and force his way through on the inside.
Yellow,
problems for Chase Elliott.
Let's see what happens.
This is the view from Denny Hamlin. Oh boy.
Well, there was contact, but I don't know if the 42 hit the 9 first.
That's Austin Cindric clear.
Looks like the 9 tries to get another look at this. Does he not try to slide in front and then he gets hit?
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Go.
Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Couple of Toyotas and Ty Gibbs on the inside of Bubba Wallace.
And wait, even if the tire goes flat, we have not seen a wreck yet because of a flat tire. We've seen it get running over.
When you can, whenever the next opportunity is. Next time.
Just got to stay down, hug that low line. Oh, there's contact with Stenhouse.
Yellow's out.
That was Wallace and Stenhouse together. Let's go, back to racing. Couple of JGR teammates on that front row. Denny Hamlin in the bright orange King's Hawaiian car, but look at Chase Briscoe hugging that low line and taking off yet again. Oh, problems for Kyle Larson, and hanging on to it the best that he can, and he can no longer hang on to it. The guy who dominated the last 2 races here, we have not seen him at the front tonight at all. The bigger teams, the bigger names. Here we go, back to green, and yet again, Chase Briscoe just skips away. Smith looks good in that higher line, and here comes Hocevar. Hocevar around the outside to 3rd.
And for the 2nd time tonight, the 48 of Alex Bowman goes into turn 1, and the front tires just don't work. He slides up, and because of that, he gets in the upper lane. Busher forces him to stay there, and he's got to continue to lose spots. These crew chiefs are being tested kind of from every angle tonight.
John Hunter Nemechek trying to round up Tyler Reddick. There is the 1.
Oh, man.
Oh, big crash into the wall. Denny Hamlin and William Byron. Was it Byron who lost a wheel?
Someone has lost a wheel on the racetrack. The 11 was just on pit road, so I have to believe it was the 11.
Yep.
Denny Hamlin said, I blew a right front. That's what happened. Then you see the right front gone for Hamlin.
Yeah, unfortunately for the 11, I don't think he blew a right front. I think the right front wheel fell became loose, hit the rotor and broke.
13 cautions tonight. It's been the most cautions in a race this year. Let's see if we can get a good green flag stint going here. Just over 100 to go. Chase Briscoe and his JGR teammate Ty Gibbs on that front row, and then all three RFK Fords are in the mix. Briscoe's gone again. Great restart. Look at Buscher though in the 17 and the 48 of Alex Bowman. He's gone high again, and Keselowski's able to skip up the inside. Gibbs has driven tonight in a way that reflects his passion to be a NASCAR Cup Series race winner. He wants it, and he wants it bad. He loves this track. He performs better here than any other track. And maybe, just maybe, tonight is the night that there is a new winner in the NASCAR Cup Series. Here comes Briscoe.
And Bush in high.
Oh!
He misses it.
Ty Gibbs had to hit the brakes, came back out, got hit from behind.
That could be the mistake that cost the 54 the race. That's going to cost him a tremendous amount of time. Damage on the race car in the back. Up the track again, just it's all unraveling for the 54.
Oh my goodness, Ty Gibbs just trying to get to pit road with too much speed. Dave.
Jeff, 4 tires for Briscoe now. Yep, as you see Ty Gibbs now, he does make it to pit road. So Briscoe is away with fresh rubber. Wow, Brett Keselowski getting by Christopher Bell there. But what a big mistake for young Ty Gibbs as he now has the 54 on pit road.
Everything that had gone so right for this guy tonight, it all went so wrong.
A fire for Austin Cindric, and I just talked to Brian Wilson seconds ago. They were not planning on coming back to pit road. 43 to go here in the race. Wilson saying we're going to have to take the right front tire off in order to put this fire out. Again, they just changed right side tires only. Again, hanging in the balance here. Austin Cindric has done a fantastic job all evening long, but now just plus 12 above the cut line. You can see it right there on the left side, or on the left side of your screen. And now they're trying to get this fire out, and the points are just going away from Austin Cindric, who had done everything he needed to do tonight, Lee, and they cannot get this fire out here on pit road.
Eerily similar to Josh Berry earlier. Look at the cockpit, filling with smoke.
Here's Bowman making a move on Zane.
It's now 2 points. Below, now it's 1 point. Below the cutoff. Alex Bowman, who had to bite his fingernails watching from the motorhome and the hauler to see if he could make it into the playoffs this year, may just have the most extraordinary passage into the round of 12.
I think Bowman's in trouble right here. His car, he has not been able to run as many laps as others. He went to push to try to make something happen, and he just does not have the car that can do it.
Now the advantage is put on tires now, go out and run as hard as you can for 28. And if everybody else can't make it on tires, you will easily cycle to the lead, Kim. Here's Hocevar right here working traffic. And that's hurting him, because even in traffic he slows down, although that lap.
Into the wall goes Bubba Wallace.
That's going to bring out a yellow, I believe.
No, caution's out, caution's out.
Caution is out. That was a hard slam. In the last great Coliseum, we're about to see an epic fight over these closing 4 laps.
Go.
Carson Hocevar takes the field's green. Zane Smith has the inside run. Bell is pushing. Look at that 20. The 2 youngsters go high, and Bell goes straight through to the lead. Christopher Bell, when it counts most. And Keselowski goes through on the inside. Joe Gibbs Racing has dominated these 2025 playoffs with Chase Briscoe, with Denny Hamlin, and now it's Christopher Bell, who's 1 lap to go, thanks to Credit One Bank, away from victory. But Keselowski's not done with yet. Here comes Brad. Hits him hard.
Good, perfect. Stay
Bell
on, dude.
sustains it, and Bell's gonna drive to victory. How about that? Christopher Bell in Bristol. That was beautiful. What a spectacular end to put a period on the round of 16. Unfortunately for Alex Bowman, he misses out by 10 points. Fortunately for Austin Cindric, after he had that misfortune, he's done enough, but there's Alex, and he will have been told that the dream is over for now.
Yeah, just no tires to put on at the end. Had himself in position wasn't meant to be. Just wasn't the clean round the 48 needed. I could say that really about all 4 drivers eliminated. Bowman, Dillon, the 88 of SVG, and the 21 of Barry. They just didn't have the required clean round to advance.